Okay.
No, because he doesn't hate Obama because he's black.
Okay.
he does. White people are superior, but he doesn't hate white people. He thinks they're superior, and that we should separate from him.
Okay.
Doesn't make him a racist.
I'm going to give you a situation that is not equal, but one can consider that it is similar.
Okay.
So, Donald Trump's father is a quote-unquote racist. So then Donald Trump must be a racist. But Farrakhan has been considered to be a racist. But his son, if I believe his son or grandson, I think Farrakhan's son is married to a white woman. So, based off of that similar situation, since Farrakhan would be considered by some people, not yourself, to be racist, but would that make his son racist? Because the son is not with a black, he's with a white person, so obviously he could not be. Yeah. So why is Donald Trump considered to be racist just because his father may have been with the? That could be true. I don't know.
I'm just saying that racism. Keep in mind, racism is genetic. Selling out.
Can you please tell me that? So racism and cooning is genetic.
No. I said when you sell out, right, and you marry Kim Kardashian, that's not genetic. That's just you buying into the myth of white supremacy.
Okay.
So that's what. Yeah. So as far as racist DNA, that's passed down from the father to the son.
Can you explain that in great? Can you explain that in great? I'm sorry. I want to make sure I understand. Can you explain that in great detail? How is racist DNA passed on?
Racist DNA.
Talk about that.
Racist DNA is passed from the father down to the kids. All right. So everybody white has racist DNA. Whether or not they full-fledged, full-blown neo-Nazis, that determines on a lot of environmental factors. It's just like everybody who has alcoholic DNA, it's passed down from your parents. Sickle cell anemia is passed down from your parents. Cancer, breast cancer, whatever, is passed down from your parents. So your DNA comes from your parents. And so therefore your racial DNA, right, if you have racist DNA, if you have alcoholic DNA, you're susceptible to become a alcoholic or a racist or to get sickle cell anemia or cancer or what have you, as per your parents and your DNA. So with Trump, yes, he has racist DNA and he went full blown. It was activated when Obama became president. Why? Because Obama was black.
Okay, so wait a minute. In 2008, Donald Trump's DNA, racist DNA,
yes,
was activated. RBR, what you majored in? What, journalism?
Journalism, yeah.
What do you know about genetics and how genes work?
As a journalist, the whole premise and the foundation of journalism, and it's good that you asked that because people don't realize this. You do the 5 W's, and it's just like a private detective: who, what, where, when, and why. The 5 W's. Right. Now, and the 5 W's apply to genetics. You start with the premise. I tell the people in my class, start with the premise, and then set out to do a study to see if the premise is true. You must start with the premise, or you just bullshit. And you must do the study, or you bullshit. So the premise is alcoholism, sickle cell anemia, racism, homosexuality, is it in your DNA? Now, that's the premise. Now, how would we find that out? Well, we find somebody who's racist. We find somebody who's alcoholic. We find somebody who has sickle cell anemia. We find somebody who's gay. And we look at their parents. And what does the conclusion conclude? The parents were in the fucking Ku Klux Klan. The grandfather was a fucking Nazi. The father was a drunk and ran the red light and killed the family of 4. Their mother had sickle cell anemia. They had the disease before the child got it. That's how you prove a premise. Now, you can't say, well, damn, Louis Farrakhan's grandfather married a white woman. You can't. How come? Because he didn't. So that's not genetic. Selling out is not genetic. Okay. It's just dumb. Okay.
Hey, I have a friend from Kenya, and he
Muslim?
No. You know, I was in Kenya like last month. I showed him your podcast.
Okay.
I think it's pretty interesting, but he's living in Poland, and he's married to he's married to a white woman. So
doing a lot of selling.
getting ready. Yeah. So you're saying that he's a sellout. Why is he
100%.
So
100%.
Okay, so he's a sellout. What would you think of him if he had a baby with the Polish girl? Would that be selling out also?
No. See, the kids, you can't charge OJ's kids with the shit that he done did. No. we don't hate the kids. We don't disparage the kids. We don't visit the sins of the father onto the sons. Okay, but we do tell the truth. We don't say that the black child is biracial or mixed. The child is black if the father's black. If the father's
let me ask you this though. His father dated white women too. So was that genetic for him? Because his father dated white women.
No, but yes, it's not genetic if you grow up in the Ku Klux Klan and you hate black people. But it does stand to reason if you grow up in the Klan that you will have the ability to hate black people. Asian people are like that. Asian people don't have racist DNA, but they buy into those racist stereotypes about black people, just like the racist white people with the racist DNA do. So they'll kill somebody who looked like Obama's son just because he looked like Obama's son, just as much as George Zimmerman would. All right. So we have to understand that when we're discussing racism, these racist stereotypes. See, these black idiots in your chat room, right, lying on Obama, hating on Obama. They don't have racist DNA. So why are they doing it? Because the white people that give them their arguments, their stupid ass third grade arguments, they're the ones who have the racist DNA, and they're just lying to black people. So black people hate Obama because racists in the Ku Klux Klan hate Obama.
Okay, let me ask you this, RBR. Can we talk about do you share preferential treatment for Africans versus African Americans? When you see an African brother and an African American brother, do you give either one preference, or are they both the same to you?
I would give a little bit more preference to the real brother from Africa. Why? Because Africa has not been as affected by the myth of white supremacy.
Have you been to Africa before, RBR?
Never
been to Africa, but you. Okay, keep talking.
I tap into my 4 million years of African evolutionary DNA. So I tap into my African DNA.
Okay.
But I have never been to Africa, but it's been inside me. Okay. I tap into it. It's in all of us if we're black. We just have to tap into it and stop listening to these racists who hate us because we're black. And we have to embrace our black race and culture and reject the myth of white supremacy.
So by your logic, then, Obama's father was a sellout.
He sold out, but he wasn't a sellout. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, he wasn't a sellout because he had because you know Obama's mother is white.
I know,
not black. Like your mama.
You know, he left her alone, and you know what he did. He had a black family, and then he went.
It's funny. Let's RBR. That's about the racist DNA. You know, it's funny. Those white people who are so racist, they're the reason why Obama became Obama, because they nurtured him. They put him through all those high, expensive private schools.
That's a lie they tell.
Black people didn't take care of Obama. No, Obama says that himself in his own biography, so he's lying about his own self.
No, I read his biography too, and what he said was, when he met his father told him that you are not mulatto, you are not mixed. These white people are lying. Throw that soccer ball away. He took the soccer ball from Obama and bought him a basketball and showed him how to cross over and step back and hit the three. So the point that I'm making is Obama studied his father. His father wasn't white. His father wasn't one from Hawaii. His father wasn't sold out, and there's nothing wrong with that. He understands that his father was selling out, but his father got an economic scholarship to Harvard. His father had economic policy, that there was nothing wrong with the policy. It was just that he was black and they didn't want to fuck with it. And then when he went back to Africa, he had been in America, and so they were like, oh, this motherfucker's whitewashed. He's a white liberal. He's a liberal. Them white liberals and gave him this Obama doctrine. Damn white liberals gave him Obama doctrine. But it was a lie that white people who didn't understand the greatness.
Okay, Barack Obama Sr. saw his father one time or twice only in his life. So he didn't take care of his son. He was a deadbeat dad. The people who took care of him were white people, RBR. Racist, white people, as you say.
Okay.
Who reared up the greatest president in history. So why wasn't there racist DNA?
Dishonest. You're being dishonest.
How? I'm asking you a question.
Wait a minute.
Give me that. Go ahead.
What did we talk about? We talked about racist DNA. Mm-hmm. Well, the black rappers, they don't have racist DNA. They raised Donald Trump. No. Donald Trump's racist DNA didn't have shit to do with Snoop. Didn't have shit to do with Mike Tyson. His racist DNA had to do with his father and his grandfather, whether he met the motherfuckers or not. He inherited their DNA.
RBR. A rapper rapping about somebody and somebody taking care of you and
I'm talking about a racist.
Difference.
I'm talking about racist.
Okay.
I'm talking about
then, can you explain to me then, RBR, how do you explain this racist white DNA who raised your greatest black president of all time? Because black people didn't raise Obama. It was white people. Obama himself said he only dated white girls until he met Michelle Obama.
Until he met his father. See, that's the point I'm trying to make.
You don't get it.
This is why it's so important what you're saying right now. You're saying, how did this black man, raised by wolves, tap into an African DNA?
RBR, why wolves pay for a Honolulu education at one of the most expensive colleges in Hawaii? Or no, they don't.
No. Here's the point I was making. I was being facetious about the wolves.
Absolutely.
But what I'm saying is that we are talking, the last 3 weeks on Black YouTube, we've been talking about biology versus conscious will and thought. Now, what does that mean? That means when you get hungry, you eat. When you get sleepy, you sleep. When you have to pee, you pee. Now, biology versus what you were taught by somebody who hates you because you're black and thinks you're genetically inferior versus your biology, which allows you to be the greatest president that ever lived. What's going to win out? What you think of me because you hate me because I'm black, or what I really am if I find out who I really am? It's not who raised him. If the wolves had raised Obama, he would have still went to Africa and found out who the fuck he was, that he wasn't a wolf. But if he never, ever left the woods, the wolves would have said, motherfucker, you ain't black, you a wolf. You just like us, nigga. You ain't no better than us. You the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I don't understand why they should understand.
They would have told him that,
I understand them
man,
perfectly.
Please them black women. You don't want to mess with them black women. They ugly. They masculine. They ain't no good. The black women ain't no good. They don't submit. They would have told him all kind of stupid shit. No, he had to go to Africa and find out who he was. Now, how did he do that? He found out who his father was. And he said, my father's economic policy was sound. What was the problem? He was Muslim. He was black. He was a Muslim born in Kenya, and they white folks wasn't having it. I think I could work with this and become the greatest president of all time. He found out who he was.
Okay, so RBR, we'll go back to
who you were, and I found out who I was.
Who are you? Who are you, RBR?
I'm the real brother.
Who is everybody else?
I discovered I was the real brother. Everybody else is who they are.
Okay.
But if you don't find out who you are, you think you're mixed. You think you're biracial.
Okay.
You think you're Sean King. You think you're black and you're Sean King. Yeah, you got a problem. How come? Because you ain't black.
Okay, let me do this, guys. I'm gonna shout out the super chats. The chat's moving pretty fast right now. Do me a favor, for those of you who want to subscribe to RBR Network's channel, you definitely can do so. I'm pretty sure this will hit over. We'll get 1,000 people watching. But do me a favor and like the video if you can. I want to kind of go back to Donald Trump.
Yes.
Donald Trump's economy has performed rather well. He's getting a lot more.
Horrible.
Okay. What? And then he's also getting more support from African Americans more now than ever. Why do you think that black men in particular,
they're lying? Because they're lying.
Why are they lying?
If you want to talk about it, right now, think about negative 30%, about 15% economy, and then a positive 30% economy. That's a 45% swing from negative 15 trillion to 17 trillion is a 45% swing, right? GDP. Now, if you average, take a calculator, class, take your calculators, and divide 8 years into 45. All right? 45 divided by 8.
What's 6?
Use your calculators or you'll fuck up. It's 6.62%. 5.62%. Now, what would that be? That would be 5.62% average growth over 8 years. Record growth. Well, what did the racists say? Well, Obama didn't have over 2% growth in his whole time as president. Fucking lie. Divide 45 by 8. Even Bill Clinton would tell that lie. We had a negative $15 trillion deficit. The Bush borrowed $12.4 trillion. The housing bubble burst was an additional, close enough, $3 trillion, a little bit more. And that made $15 trillion debt. When Obama left office, the GDP was $16.77 trillion. He turned around a negative $15 trillion debt to $17 trillion, not surplus, but GDP. He delivered $27 trillion to the Treasury, and the Fed Bank. He paid off $19 trillion worth of debt that is in the U.S. Treasury. We would have defaulted in 2011 had Obama not paid the debt. Did the motherfuckers tell you he paid the debt? Nope. They got some fake-ass debt clock up there with $22 trillion debt. It's a fucking lie. We are not going to lose our democracy because these dumbass white kids lie and you black fools are uneducated. I will not stand, Obama. We won't stand for it. You will get educated. You will learn these fucking facts. And when that motherfucker goes to prison, you will not vote for him and embarrass your dumbasses.
Okay, actually,
he did not do anything with the economy.
Obama actually added $8.6 trillion to the debt.
Okay, now can we explain the truth of that? Here's what happened. Okay. Obama borrowed, right, $5 trillion. He did. What? What the fuck? Interest rates were 3%. Why not? All right. Now, what racists did was, okay, Obama did something called pay-go. Now, what does that mean? He borrowed 30% of his spending, right? The rest of the spending was cash. Now, in every budget, say he had $2.5 billion in spending, right? then he would have $2.5 billion in debt payment. How come? Because we have a $20 trillion debt and he has to pay it. So what the racists were doing, if Obama had a $5 trillion budget, they would lie and say he spent $5 trillion. No, he spent $2.5 trillion. 30% of it was borrowed, and the other $2.5 trillion went to pay George Bush's debt. Now, when you pay on your credit card, are you spending? Are you borrowing? When you make a payment on your American Express card, are you borrowing money? That's bullshit. It's a lie. So no, he only spent he borrowed $5 trillion. Yes, he spent $10 trillion, but $5 trillion of it was on debt. Obama's debt, even though he put the money in the Treasury, it's not due until October of this year. Now, what's going to happen? Trump will have to raise the debt ceiling. What's the debt ceiling? It's to pay the debt, the interest on the debt. And then the racists are going to lie and say he's borrowing more money. He's increasing the spending by raising his credit limit. No, a debt limit is to pay debt. A credit limit, yeah, that's to borrow more money. They don't know the difference. They're dumb. They're white. They shouldn't be in power. They're lying to you. You have to be educated. You have to learn the difference between a debt ceiling and a credit limit. Please learn the difference, stupids.
Why do you say these names, man? Like, you're very
stupid, dumb,
attacked. Yeah, like all of these things. Why do you you say this a lot of the times.
True.
You wonder why you get, like, when you go live, you have like negative 15 people watching you, and you insult everybody. Why do you do that?
Hold on. Mm-hmm. That's a lie too. Mm-hmm. Really? Yeah, I told everybody yesterday. I said, okay. Mm-hmm. When the coon-ass niggas, Sam Semitic and them, had shut down my panel, right?
How did they shut your panel down?
They came into my panel and then just kicked everybody off the panel and then muted me. All right. So then it was some silly bit.
They took over your show? How did they do that? You gave me the link.
Real life is not cyberspace. Mm-hmm. So they get the link. What they do is they'll use somebody's name that I've sent the link to, somebody that asked me for the link. Mm-hmm. And then they'll take that person's name and create a fake Gmail account, and then ask me for the link, and I'm thinking it's them, and I send them the link, and then they come in and shut me down. They're kids. They're uneducated. They're stupid. They don't have an argument. They don't have an argument.
So
they're kids.
So did you end up getting a strike on your channel, or they just kicked you off the panel?
I did the week before when I did the show about how the manosphere was hacked by the alt-right nuts. Mm-hmm. They gave me a strike for that. And so anyway, it happens. And then I did a show on how black people internalize the hatred that white people have for us, and that got me a warning. And then I got the strike.
So can you go live now? You can't go live? You can go live.
Oh, yeah, no, I can go live now. So I'm going live now, so I'm back in the game. But, yeah, when you're dealing with racists who hate you because you're black, you have to have this. They do this. But let me just make the point about my views. All right. So the minute I logged off, I refreshed the page to see how many people actually watch the show, as opposed to the fucking lie that they're telling me that only 10 people watch the show. And 135 people watch the show. So the second time I went on, I said, I want everybody to do this. When I log off, I want you to refresh the page and see how many people really watch the show. And a couple people emailed me, yeah, it says 200 people watch the show, which 200 people were watching the show, but they'd only show me 10, 12, 18. Meanwhile, Nyla got 200 people watching her show, but she only got 40 people in the chat room. Why? Because 200 of those fucking 250 accounts, viewers, are fake. It's the Russians. They're sending her. They have 2,000 accounts. They could send those accounts to anybody. And you probably got about 200 of them right now. And they don't donate. They never donate. They're fake accounts. They're fake Russian. That's their job. Me and Information Man are going to do a show on that. You guys think these punk ass racists are playing with you, but they're not. They're not superior. They're dumb as dirt. They didn't think I would ever figure out that they were trying to suppress the people that were watching my fucking show. I'm too smart for that. All right.
How did you know that Russian bots?
I pay attention. See what you guys do, and this is a big mistake that you guys do. You do two things that are a big mistake. Okay. One, you go by what you think is the majority. So if white people lie to you, white people are 23% of the U.S. population. Okay. If they lie to you guys that they're a majority, you'll believe it. Why? Because they're white. You believe anything. Here's the thing about you guys.
Okay.
You see the world through your eyes.
Right.
You don't see the world through somebody's eyes who hates you because you're black and would lie to you and wouldn't give a fuck.
All right.
So if they lie about being a majority, you think they're a majority. And so you believe the lie. Mm-hmm. So you are 1% of the black people that have YouTube accounts, but you think you're a majority. Why? Because you all are telling the same fucking lie. Okay? So what you end up doing is thinking, well, if 99% of the people on black YouTube are telling the lie, and Theron's with the real 99% of black people that have YouTube accounts that don't fuck with lies, aren't entertaining the lies, then we must be in majority, so therefore we could shut him down because we have a majority. You really don't. You are 1% of the motherfuckers on you. If 5 million of them motherfuckers came over here, every single one of these top 20 black channels would disappear. How come? Marcus Brownlee got 8 million subscribers. Will Smith's son got 5 million subscribers. Will Smith got.
Let me ask you,
you guys ain't doing nothing.
How many people do you think are actually? It says we have 479 people watching.
Yes.
How many people do you think are actually watching this stream right now?
Let's get the calculator. Let's get out our trusty calculator.
Okay.
And all you would do is just take 200 away.
200.
So you got 478. All right. Minus 200. So you got 278 people watching you right now. And 200 fake motherfuckers. Because you can look at your chat room and see that there ain't no fucking 481 people in your chat room. The chat room comes up right next to the fucking picture.
Okay.
Or it's at the bottom.
All right.
So there's no way that there's 429 people watching you right now.
Let's try to do this. Okay. So anybody who can, right? Just to test RBR's theory out. If you're a real person, I want to see if this is true. RBR, if each person put a $2 super chat in here right now that's there, if they could do that, and how many of those would you want to see to believe that it's actually more? Because I think we can prove you wrong tonight.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
490 people put.
Yeah. So let's do this. Who has $2 they can spare? Just for the fuckery, okay? If you are you're in America or a Western place, you can super chat at least $2 or $1 or whatever. Let's put it to the test because I just want to see this. Not that I don't need your niggas' money because you already don't give it to me anyway as it is. So, but let's just do this. Okay, that's one, Cortez Tucker. But I need it from different people. Okay, Derek F. Can we get it from different people though? Not the same people, different people. Ryan Hunter. Okay, so RBR, Evan Bradley. So RBR, are you sure? I don't know if you're telling it can't be true, RBR. There must be 400.
Do you see 493 people?
Like
you got what? Super chats.
They're real people, RBR. That's what I'm telling you.
I think 200. Let me say this: 200 are real people. 278 or something like that. Hold on.
So as you see right now, this it can't be.
Let's say 500 minus. Now they might have.
These are different people, RBR. This is what I'm saying. These are different people.
No, that's not the point. It's not 500 people, Oshay.
But RBR.
Well, how many people? It says you have 505 viewers.
RBR,
how many would have to super chat you to realize?
You can see it though, RBR. This is what I'm telling you. You got people putting $1, $2. RBR, it's almost you can't. RBR, you can't. This can't be.
I think they hear what I'm saying. You got 2 super chats that I see.
Okay, well, RBR, all these are different people. Shout out to the supporters, right?
People watching.
Okay, here's a lady who says, I don't use the chat all the time. These are different people, RBR. Their people are real.
I know you believe it. It's just not true.
Look.
I'm looking for 500 people. Can we get 500? Can we get 200 people? Can we get 100 people? It's a fucking lie.
How is it? I mean, look, nigga, are you?
They're trying to make America.
There are people who have at least $1 or $2 to spend at RBR just for shits and giggles.
Why won't they do it?
They're doing it.
They're not.
And they did it like right away. Look, thank you. I can't even. RBR, how can you say that this is not the truth?
You're not counting them.
Okay, RBR. Explain this, Carl's opinion, right? Thank you guys. Keep. This is a shit for giggles experiment, right? You rich Negro Americans, $1 and nothing for you guys. But thank you for helping me my point. RBR, how do you get to the point? Look, Doris Reeves, thank you. RBR.
4, 5, 7, 8,
RBR,
9, 10.
how do you
12,
get to the point?
15, 16.
RBR.
16.
RBR.
We got 500 more to go.
Okay. And then also for those people, while you're doing that, just like the video for RBR. If these people do you count also likes in this equation? Would that also?
I'll give you the likes. Look, you got 526 people watching. You have 199 likes. What did I say? 300 of them motherfuckers is fake. Now watch them send another 500 people. That's fine.
Okay, RBR. Let me get back. All right. So as you see, that's at least 60 or 70 different people that send at least $1 or $2 super chat.
Yeah, that's almost 500.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, well, no, it's not almost 500. But what I'm saying is, you see different people commenting, all of this. So
not 500, though.
A lot of people don't even use the chat, RBR. People just watch and don't comment. That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people aren't real. They're the fucking Russians.
How are they the Russians, RBR? Like, can you please tell me?
Because they can't interact like real people would.
How do you know this? How are you? I mean, you have to have proof behind what you're saying.
They're not doing it.
So they're automatic. It makes them the Russians.
Now let me say this: if you look at Sonetta's stream, right? Sonetta has a stream where he might have 2,000 people in his stream, and none of them are fake. How come? They're all in the chat room. Everybody's donating, and his people are. He ain't pushing Trump and talking about is Trump better than Obama. He ain't lying like that, and that's why he gets real people. He does not get these manosphere nuts. He does not get these Russians. He does not get these Sam Semetics and these motherfucking idiots who wish they were white, married to white women and all kind of other dumb shit. You don't get them people. Them people are dysfunctional, traumatized by racism, coons.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Obama, because he's black and he's intelligent.
Okay, so it seems like you're a little bit more biased because Sonnetter has a pro-black channel, and his fan base is. And I would say that.
Right. Well, I'm just saying that the Russians don't fuck with Sonetta. Because there's too much on there.
It's too many. It's too much what?
Truth. It's too many people telling the truth. Now he's wrong about getting rid of religion because you're getting rid of morality, and motherfuckers will kill each other if they don't have no morale. But other than that, he's pretty much spot on with what they do. And I told him, don't make everything a debate. Why? Because what you're doing is the people that you beat in the debate are the people that you need to educate, so they won't elect idiots like Donald Trump. So we have to educate everybody. We're not trying to say where you weren't educated and you drop down to the bottom of the dungeon. Stop doing that. We all have to be educated.
Let me count the people who just did this little experiment. Now I know it's not what you said, right? 200.
500. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure though, RBR. If I really asked people to make sure they did it, that's very easy to do. That they would do it.
But why?
But
Why would you believe a lie as opposed to the fuck?
You don't have any. You don't. I mean, RBR. Anywhere on YouTube, people could have 1 million subscribers and not even have three. Like ABL, he has 300,000 subscribers, almost. Right. But when he goes live, he doesn't have even as many as I have live.
He has 2,000 because there's 2,000 fake Russian accounts, and that's how many people he can get.
Let me do
Will Smith, 8 million people that follow Will Smith. Okay. You can't get them.
Let me do this. Papa Ty, bot here. Okay, a robot donated $2 Canadian. Alan R, I'm real, motherfucker. 414 kid. RBR is nuts. Thank you. OG Boosie, this man is a proxy racist. Happy Heels, $2. Solid Renegade, $2. Majesty Films, $1. Thank you. Tyrone Church, $2. The Honorable J, $2. T-Moz, $1. Dorsey's $2. Carl's Opinion, $2. Demario, $2. Nelson, Duran, Asagi, JR, thank you. Kenny Kunjo, Caleb, Mark, Sam C, T-Moz, BP, KJ83, New World Order, Joe W, Corey. That's like 28 people in like 3 minutes that did that. Rich Turner, Mike M, I'm a Russian bot. Big K, EC, Dennis, Carib, Flossman, RPB, Kevin Thomas, JR Andre, RBR. That's over. Okay. RBR, you are an 8, CB3. RBR. That's over. Rob Marsh, Vernon Yu.
20. That's 40 people.
That's not. It's 52 different people.
52 people
in like 4 minutes.
What did I say?
Look at the time zone though. Look at the time span. Within 4 minutes. I'm a Z.
What does that prove? It doesn't prove anything. You have up to 200 people that are watching you.
Okay.
200 people can donate. I give you that. If 200 people donated, 530 people watching, 300 of them are fake. That's how you do it. That's how you measure it.
You can't measure that because everybody doesn't comment or don't. That doesn't happen anywhere on YouTube. But thank you again, Carl. So, guys, thank you for the $2 for those of you. It was over. I believe you guys. Thank you so much, right? We all know that Uncle RBR is a little...
real. All right, I'm talking about the 300 fake motherfuckers that ain't saying shit.
RBR, nobody on YouTube...
Everyone's dumbass.
RBR, nobody on the live stream, all of them never participated in anybody's live stream, not even Sonetter. Sonetter has people that are like 3,000 subscribers. Not all 3,000 people are in the chat. That's not how it works.
Here's what I said. I said, Sonetta doesn't have any fake accounts. None. How come? Because of his content. He's not pushing Trump and the Nazis. You are. He ain't pushing the Ku Klux Klan. You are.
Me?
He ain't pushing going off a fucking cliff and getting a reparations check if you survive. You are.
There goes somebody writing in Russian. La Buddha booming. Thank you, Antonio. I see a Russian bot in here. Okay, let me ask you this, RBR. Why is Trump such a bad president when many African Americans are tired of the Democratic Party? They're tired of listen, RBR, I got to be able to ask the question. I mean, I know you understand English, right? You can't interrupt.
And why a bunch of racists
let me ask you a question. I know it's hard for you to comprehend and understand.
It is.
I know. You're a very special person. So, RBR, listen and respond. So, check this out, RBR. What has the Democratic Party, most notably Barack Obama, because if they have done something for African Americans, which a lot of people feel that Barack Obama didn't do enough, right? Why is it that a lot of blacks, especially black men, are going to Donald? Yes, those people. They're going to the Republican Party now, or they're going to support Donald Trump. Why is that? What did Barack Obama not do, or the Democrats? That makes sense.
He didn't fail. He didn't let the racists kill him. They were hoping that the superior white man would kill Barack Obama so they could feel sorry for themselves.
Okay.
They are absolute pussies. They negated the fact that Obama studied constitutional law for 20 years at Occidental and Harvard, 8 years in the Illinois State Senate, 12 years as a constitutional law professor at Chicago University, 2 years as a U.S. Senator, and 8 years as the greatest president we ever had. They don't want to believe he did it. What did he do? He studied. He learned. He evolved. He developed a sense of morality. He rejected the myth of white supremacy. He did the who, what, where, when, and why. He was the editor of the Harvard Law Review. He was a journalist.
Obama, what does that? Sorry, RBR.
Where he was a fucking rapper, or AM1, where he was a fucking painter or an artist or some stupid ass shit. No, he was in school learning how to govern, learning how to understand government.
Thank you, Antonio.
He was educated, and you guys don't want to accept that. You're too dumb to pick a party. You need to be following somebody, and not the damn Nazis, but you need or the Klan. You need to follow somebody who's black, who has your best interest at heart, not somebody who has racist DNA and can't stand your black ass.
RBR, help me understand this argument that deals with Obama did more for the transgender and gay and LGBT community than he did for blacks. He did more for the Jewish community than he did for blacks.
The fucking lie.
He then he then endorsed Hillary Clinton, who has and Bill Clinton.
Stop.
Crime bill.
Stop it.
Right.
He endorsed no goddamn Bill Clinton.
No, he endorsed Hillary.
Yes, she spent 8 years under him.
Just as bad as Bill, if not worse. But go ahead.
No, Bill didn't spend 8 years under Obama. Don't say Bill was as bad as Hillary.
Hillary.
Didn't spend 8 years under Obama either. This is bad.
Then. You have a hard time hearing. I know you're getting a little old, brother.
I heard you. It's a lie.
Old brother radio. Go ahead. Let's talk about.
All right, let's talk.
Yes.
Okay, Obama did more for the people who gave him $2 million than he did for the people who gave him $2 billion.
Who gave him $2 billion?
That make?
Who gave him $2 billion?
Gays gave Obama $2 million.
Okay.
Right?
Who gave him $2 billion?
Now, he raised $2 billion in his two campaigns. The first campaign, he raised $1 billion. The second campaign, he raised $1 billion. Gays gave him $1 million in each campaign. You tell me who the fuck is lying about what he did for the gays and what he did for the people that gave him $2 billion. Did the gays just get the Affordable Care Act? Did the gays just get the $300 billion in tax cuts? Did the gays just get the $40 billion in Pell Grant? Did gay farmers get $1.25 billion? Did the gay homeowners just get the $300 million that he won from the lawsuit with Wells Fargo and Tavis Smiley? Only gays got that? Only gay soldiers got to come back? 33,000 soldiers from the war. Only the gay soldiers got to come home? It's bullshit. It's a fucking lie. Well, the tax cuts only went to gays. Shut the fuck up with that dumb lie. That's an uneducated argument. Stop it. Go back to school with this stupid ass argument.
Let me ask you this, RBR. What information? Because you're shouting out some statistics that none of us have ever heard or verified.
So don't have no shit to go find. You goddamn
RBR. Can you prove?
I like RBR.
Can I prove that 2 + 2 is 4?
Black people give $2 billion.
Didn't say black people. See? Now, wait a minute.
How many? Okay. Can you? Okay. Well then. Because you said, though, I said black people are complacent. This is my original question. This is why listening is fundamental, RB. I know you have a hard time because you're you're a very emotional thinker. I understand you are a Negro.
Black people support
RBR. RBR. You are a Negro. I understand. It's hard to really understand questions and not be upset because you can't help it. It's something. Listen. RBR. It's okay. I'll let you talk. RBR. Calm down. I don't want your wife having to come into the room and make you get off the live stream. We want you to stay here. Okay? Yeah. Like the other night, you had to leave because you talked about your teaching class, and then you were. So calm down. It's gonna be okay. Now listen, because I really care about you, Uncle Albright. You don't have too many years left. You definitely won't make it to 2020, in my opinion. But this is what I want to say. I asked you, a lot of blacks say that he didn't do a lot. He did more for gays. And then you say, well, how could he do more for gays when they gave him $1 billion when the other group gave $2 billion, something like that? I'm talking about a black group. So this is what let me rephrase the question. Black people are complaining that President Obama in office, 2008, 2016, did not do the same thing that he did for the gay community. So out of the $2 billion, how much of that did blacks give him, and can you prove it?
Well, I could prove that $2 billion was a lot more. I mean, what blacks gave of the $2 billion was a lot more than $2 billion. Oprah gave him $1 million, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So, yes, he raised the head of his super PAC, Bill Burton. He was a part-time brother. He was the head of his PAC that raised the $2 billion. So, yes, I mean, I wouldn't even argue that the 96% of blacks who voted for Obama gave more money than the 10% of gay blacks who gave Obama money. It's not even something that somebody should ask. You would have to be dumb to ask that fucking question. Who do you think has more money? 96% of black people or the 10% of black people who are the CDC says are gay? Who do you think would have more money?
Okay. Well then, RBR, then why would that a lot of people say, and I've heard this, that Obama. Okay, let me leave that comment alone. We gotta let people onto the panel. Yeah. What makes a lot of African Americans are happy under the Trump administration because of some of the taxes for businesses and things like that?
Yeah, that's a lie.
A lot of some blacks are a lot. His approval rating has grown with African American community. You don't, and there are real reasons why.
No, I know. Right, they believe lies.
Or is it that the Democrats and those associated with liberal thinking like yourself have failed the black community?
No, we failed to educate you, and I take responsibility. But who would want to educate people this fucking hard, dead set against their own best interest? Do you really think white Democrats who are just as dumb as white Republicans, they didn't vote for Obama? Okay. Do you really think people who didn't vote for Obama because he was black are going to come to black YouTube and educate a bunch of black fools who wish they were white and think white people are superior and could put racism and myths of white supremacy into systems and institutions? Who do you think, and I'm asking you a question that shouldn't be that hard to answer, who do you think is the best suited to teach black people? The racists who hate us because we're black? The white supremacists, Democrats who didn't vote for Obama, the Bernie Sanders and the communists in Russia? Who should teach black people? Go.
Black people teach black people. RBR.
Thank you. Black people who don't hate black people.
No. Black people who are like functionally sane that would exclude people from the conversation. Obviously.
Okay. So black people. So what you're saying, and I'll accept that. Yes. Black people.
You are fucking lunatic.
That says "Make America White Again" should teach black people.
Who says "Make America White Again" outside of ABL? Candace Owens.
Fucking red hat on and saying that. Now, if that's who should teach black people, then we got a problem.
Yeah, no. ABL definitely needs to be over there. We understand that. Yes, ABL. I love his politics, except for the black community. Yes, ABL needs to do something else. I understand. We agree on that. ABL's black community politics is somewhere else. Yes.
Okay.
Over there.
But what about Obsidian? He's a coon ass conservative.
Obsidian, I like his black politics more than ABL.
Man, please.
I do. I can more resonate with. ABL has some things about the black, a very little black. I agree with ABL on politics as a whole, just not black community politics. 99%, because I'm a black conservative, so I do agree on. I like ABL, but in the black community, well, see, if I wasn't in the black community, RBR, I wouldn't even have your retarded ass on here if I wasn't pro-black. I would, because you are definitely fucking crazy. So If I didn't like black people, you wouldn't be over here. You're gonna get subscribers because of me, Negro. So if I didn't like niggas, I'm dealing with you, and you're crazy. There's nobody else that will put you on the show with my level of success on YouTube. That's sane.
No, I agree, and I appreciate it. I appreciate.
Right, because you are fucking crazy. You're over there. Something's wrong with you. There's no doubt about it. So, but I'm trying to help you. Go ahead.
No, I appreciate it. I think that we do have a problem with blacks who are educated, who are experienced, who have a little bit more seasoning. We do look down on that. How come? Because white people look down on that, because we're a threat to white people. So black people who feel educated, experienced black people are a threat to white people should not be the black people that are teaching black people. Only about 10% of blacks who embrace their black race and culture and reject the myth of white supremacy have to be charged with teaching the rest of the blacks. Now, keep in mind, the people that are educated, that are experienced, that know who they are, they're making lots of money. So the last thing Will Smith wants to do is come over here and fuck with YouTube or Oprah or Bob Johnson or Michael Jordan. They're making billions of dollars. They ain't got time to fuck with a bunch of niggas who wish they were white, who got red hats on, talking about make America white again, talking about Donald Trump's better than Obama. Them motherfuckers ain't fucking with that. They got money. They're making money. I have people in my family that don't fuck with this because of the money. They're making money. They can't afford it. Now, I'm a little shorter. I'm a little broker. And I've dedicated my life to educating black people, so I can do it. But the bulk of the 99% of blacks who have YouTube accounts ain't fucking with black YouTube. And it's because of this nonsense.
So it's not because of you.
No. I'm saying I'm trying to get them over here by addressing the nonsense. But you admitted, you just admitted. I'm the only one that is going against this lie that somehow these monsters who hate us because we're black are better for us than that black genius who saved this country and now has to do it again by putting this nut in prison for stealing that goddamn election. So what I'm saying is, I'm the only one over here telling the truth. You see how you treat me, and I'm saying the other people don't have the time. If you treat Oprah like that, Oprah ain't fucking with you no more.
How do I treat you, RBR?
You treat me like I'm a pariah, like it's pathological for me to have the facts and the data and actual information.
Where's the data, RBR? You don't post any of the data you're talking about. Like,
I don't have to post the data. Okay. You know the country's still here. You know we didn't default in 2011. You don't know that? So you didn't know that we didn't default in 2011 when the debt was due, when Bush's debt was due?
RBR. So you're saying that you don't have to have the data that you're talking about. Is that right?
No, I'm saying facts are the data. I don't need to prove that 2 + 2 is 4. How come? Because the facts prove it. I don't need to prove that the earth is round. How come? Because the facts prove it. I don't need to prove that racists hate Obama because he's black. Because the facts prove it.
What are those facts, RBR?
The facts is racists have racist DNA, and by definition, they hate Obama because he's black. Okay. And those would be the facts. But you're right. Black people that are uneducated don't even understand the definition of the word fact. And it's fucked up. Now, you can learn it. You ain't that stupid. But someone has to teach you. What? You end up like Little Rock and Sam Semantic and the rest of the encyclopedias. You'll end up like the rest of these.
What's wrong with them?
They are uneducated.
Why?
Because they think that whites are superior and we have to separate from them and go to live on another planet somewhere. And they're afraid. They're afraid to get educated because they see education as being white. They see it as you're a sellout, you're a simp. Why don't you join the Klan and shit? Why don't you help us kill everybody black? Let's go to Chicago and kill some more innocent black people. So this is how they're thinking. How come? Because white people want them to think that way. Because white people want them to kill each other. White people want black women and black men to not marry and not have babies and not have middle-class families. Why? Because they hate us. Because we're black.
Mm-hmm. So
you're not educated on that. You don't understand why they hate. You think I hate you because I want you to stop lying to these motherfuckers and tell them the truth. And it's not true. An educated populace will elect educated leadership. A dumb, stupid third grade electorate will elect Donald Trump and George Zimmerman.
RBR, I just want to ask a question. I know that you are a very talented filmmaker. You are the one who discovered, this is real shit. Give you credit. You discovered Tiffany Haddish, right?
Yes.
Okay. So shout outs to you for that. You did. He did. No, he did discover. Or that's true. He discovered Tiffany Haddish. That's true. That's not a joke. That's the truth.
She nailed the audition. She nailed it. I hired her.
Yeah. RBR did discover Tiffany. No. That's true. No, that's absolutely true. She was in the first film that she did was with Theron Kell. No, that's absolutely true. Yeah. He's actually a genius in his personal life. Now when he comes on here, it's quite obvious. You have no idea what you're talking about. But let's talk about this, RBR. It's alleged that you were a big time drug dealer for one time.
No, that's not true. But
that's
again,
a lie. So let's talk about that. There's lies out about you. He actually discovered Tiffany Haddish. He was RBR as a filmmaker. This is true.
Yes.
Oh, this is true. This is no bullshit. That's actually facts. Those are facts. Can we talk about that real quick, RBR, about this drug deal that went bad? And then I'll open up the panel after this, please. Yeah, please.
No problem. Yeah. So I was doing a documentary on Nelly. It's called Nelly Hot All Over, and my contact with him was in Springfield, Illinois, and I had done a documentary before that, The Sellout Diaries, and I had called the drug dealers sellouts a little bit and the gang members and stuff, and people had said things to me about it. And
what did they say?
Well, I said, "Oh, motherfucker, you called us drug dealers is just sellouts, man, nigga. We can do what we got to do, nigga."
Wait. Do that voice again. Do that voice again, RBR. Do it again.
Oh, nigga, we doing what we got to do, nigga. We got it. I'm the GOAT. All the goats were a little upset with me and shit. But, I'm a journalist, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right. So there were some people that thought that they could, get me caught up. But, we know one of the things we learn is that you cover your ass so you don't get caught up. Mm-hmm. And that's something that I want to teach to everybody else. If you tell the truth, if you piss some people off, you're going to be sued, you're going to be attacked, you're going to be targeted, and people are going to try to strike your channel, try to arrest you and pin drug charges on you, try to sue you, all kind of stupid shit. It happened. You have to be prepared for it.
So what actually happened, man? Like, what was the charge?
Nothing happened. It's just that they arrested us, they found us, they got drugs on us, they thought that they were going to convict us of something that we weren't doing. They couldn't. They had to drop the feds. They went to the feds. The feds have a list, a printout of known drug dealers, and they contacted them, and they said, "Do you know this guy?" "Yeah, we know him. He'd be making films and shit." "Okay, great. Did you ever buy drugs from him?" "Nope." They tested me. They dusted for fingerprints. They did all kind of shit. I didn't have no connection whatsoever. No fingerprints, no ownership of the vehicle, nothing like that. No prior convictions. They drug tested me. They did everything they could. And they realized what happened. Somebody take me out of the game.
How many pounds of
please
was it?
You guys know.
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not a drug dealer, and I'm not going to let people lie about me being a drug dealer. If you don't like me because I'm black, that's fine. But if I was a drug dealer, trust me, I'd be in prison, right? I wouldn't be having national radio shows and shit, making major pictures and shit if I was a drug dealer. They just don't. Yeah. Well, they just worldwide, actually. But anyway, they wouldn't do that. All right. So I know the game is to disparage me and take me down and kill everybody black and make America white again. I understand that, but I ain't with it. I oppose it.
So you oppose it. Okay, RBR. Well, last question. Being in the leader, you asked me many times to come here on the program. I thought you were absolutely fucking insane, which is why I've always declined. Nothing has changed. You're still incoherent and incompetent. That's definitely the truth. How I can sit here and talk to you for 80 minutes without losing my own brain cells is I'm confused about that. But anyways, I sometimes wonder as I watch your streams, how did you get so stupid? Like, I'm trying to think, like, what happened. But I the more I try to figure that out, the more that I'm like, damn, I'm wasting my time to figure out why the fuck he's like this way. So I just kind of accept that you're fucked up. But I will say, you are very highly entertaining. You definitely need more subscribers. Not that people can actually take you serious or anything, but because you're highly entertaining and you have an extreme level of fuckery that I've never seen before in my life. And you definitely have a fan base over here now. It's not because anyone likes you. Because let's be honest, nobody actually likes you. But yeah. So yeah, RBR. Before we let the other people come in today, and
for black people, I'm about to dispel that right now, and I'm not going to do it with stuff that is coming out of the fly of my back. I've got statistics here. I've got data. I'm prepared to rattle off this data and cite my sources at the same time to show why Obama actually, no matter whether you think he didn't do enough for black people or you don't like him or whatever, or he did a lot for gays or the Latino community, the data that I have shows that President Obama overall in his 8 years was a better president for black folks in general than Donald Trump has ever been in the time that he's been in office. Okay? Now, when you look at, for example, let me just read off here. We talk about Donald Trump lowering black unemployment. A lot of black people have been okey-doke or bamboozled by that, and we forget. See, because in America, we are marginalized to see white as superior and black as inferior. And when we see black as inferior and white as superior, then we marginalize and underestimate and undervalue each other as black people. White people do it to us and we do it to ourselves, and this is what we've done to Obama. We forget that unemployment soared, was at 16.8% in March of 2010, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So anybody who wants to come on here and dispute this, like an ABR, go look them up for yourself. I'm not flying off top of my ears here. This is from the Labor Statistics in 2010. Okay, so it was at 16.8%, and by December of 2016, it dropped to 7.9%. What we're forgetting is that when Obama came into office, see, this is what a lot of people forget. We forget that the economy was basically in the tank and was fucked up because of one George Bush Jr. and his policies. Plus, he put us in a war. We forget that anytime someone comes into office, the next president, that they must adhere to the budget of their predecessor the year that they come in. So when you talk about Obama doubled the economy, no, it was George Bush Jr. that doubled the economy when he gave out those first bailouts, and then President Obama had to reinforce those bailouts by continuing those bailouts. So he had no choice because he walked into a presidency with shit all over his pants. Once Obama was trying to, so it was like a car in a ditch. And once Obama was trying to get the car out of the ditch, then you had the Republicans or the conservatives that said, oh, we want the keys back now, after they put the goddamn shit in the ditch. So everybody continues to forget that it was the Republican policies that put this country in the ditch. We continue to marginalize the fact that it was Bill Clinton, and no, he was not the first black president, But it was Bill Clinton who left this country with a surplus. And when the Republicans took over, they put this country in an economic ditch. We forget that the recession that this country went through was under a Republican. And then Obama had to come into office and clean the shit up. And we don't give him credit for what he has done. So the statistics from the labor statistics bureau and you can look this up. What they're saying is that, yes, unemployment for black men was very high. And then it began to take a downspin while Obama was still in office. So what that means is that his policies, like they say in the Ronald Reagan administration, his policies were starting to trickle down. What happened is Donald Trump stepped into office and he benefited from that administration going forward. And so it went down from the 7.9% into the 6.6%, which Donald Trump touts for his success. It's an impressive number, I'll give you that. But where we fail to give credit where credit is due is we fail to give Obama credit for actually getting the economy where it needs to be for someone like Trump to step in and take the economy where it's gone now. Despite the fact that he is putting us through trade wars with China, which is affecting, no one talks about this, it's affecting the farmers. Go talk to the farmers and the guys that grow the food and the products, and they're telling you that this trade war that he's engaging in is horrible for them. They're going to lose their businesses, okay? You talk about tax breaks, okay? He gave the tax breaks for the rich. Your tax break is not permanent. You're going to feel the pain of his tax policies in the next coming years. It's going to hit you hard, folks. Some of you guys are going to be saying, oh, shit, this shit is going to trickle down on you. Now, when we talk about President Obama and whether he was good for black people, let's look at health. Okay, let's look at the poverty rate. African Americans fell faster in 2015 than any year since 1999. So under Obama, the poverty rate for black people fell the fastest that it ever had, falling from 2.1% percentile. Okay, now that's one issue. Let me go into this issue right here. Okay. Now, this is according to the Bureau of Statistics. Okay, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, black Americans have knitted 700,000 jobs under Trump. For those of you black folks out there saying that Trump is putting jobs out there and putting you to work, no, contrary. 700,000 jobs have been created under Trump. That's great, okay? That's jobs. That's great. Black folks need employment. However, okay, black Americans gained 2.8 million during Obama's 2 terms. So under Obama's 2 terms, black Americans gained 2.8 million jobs. That's far beats out Donald Trump. So when you get running around here talking about Donald Trump has put black people to work, Donald Trump has helped the unemployment rates. Okay, yeah, he's got 6.6, which he actually got from Obama trickle down policies. But overall, he has not employed and helped the black man in employment overall as Obama did. Now, check this out. This is what you all also have forgotten. The Dow Jones, okay? The Dow Jones was 30% after 19 months under Trump. Over the same period during Obama's presidency, it rose comparable to 28% at the end of Obama's first term. It was up to 70%, and when he left office, it was nearly 150%. What does that mean? Black people who had 401ks, investments in the stock market. It was what do they call that? It was a bull market at that time. African Americans did benefit those that had investments in the market. Okay, in 2010, Obama signed the Fair Sentencing Act. Okay, reducing the sentencing and disparity for crack cocaine versus powder cocaine, crime that in 2008 was disproportionately impacted black men. I know this well. Nobody in that chat room, nobody on this panel that come on here today can dispute me. I work in the prison environment. I see the statistics. I've talked to black men who have been sentenced under those rules. Obama relaxed those rules. He tried to pull that back with his Justice Department. Under Trump, he has actually doubled down from that, and he's made it harder. He's pulled back the consent decree as it relates to police departments affecting and shooting black men. He's pulled everything back that Obama put into office that did benefit us. See, why is it that black men are not talking about the things that Donald Trump has done to pull things back? Not to mention the Central Five. There's an article that just came out where one of the brothers, I think his name is Yusef Salaman, he breaks down in that article the racism of Donald Trump. Not to mention that Donald Trump was under indictment from the feds as it relates to his housing discrimination. Why is it that you Negroes don't want to deal with the fact that this man was discriminative towards black people in the housing of New York? Talk to New Yorkers. They know this man better than any of us. Okay? Now, Obama signed a legislating funding bill, which was worth billions of dollars, a settlement between Agriculture Department and the African American farmers, resolving a case that was long overdue, that never was solved prior to him being in office. Okay, and they still now. Let me look at this too here.
Keep talking, brother. Okay. Teach him, brother. Teach him, brother. Teach him. They get
African American.
Teach him, brother.
African American children. Under Obama, also had gained. This was another gain in 2015. Let me see. Let me look at this. Let me look at this right here. Oh, here we go. We got affordable care. Okay, I know some of you don't like the Affordable Care Act. You felt that it was not right, but since the start of the Affordable Care Act, first open enrollment period, at the end of 2013, uninsured rate amongst non-elderly African American has declined by more than half. So under Obama's policy, black people, particularly your grandmother, your great uncle and aunt, they saw a decline in their lack of being assured and having access to health care. I know this as well, brother. I've worn many hats. I've worked in nursing facilities and boarding cares, and I'm telling you, black folks, if anyone, we need access to health care, okay? Now, life expectancy at birth is the highest it's ever been for African Americans. In 2014, expectancy at birth was at 72.5 years, low for African American males, and 78.4 for African American females, the highest point in the history since both genders. So under Obama's policies, you had a better life expectancy for black people. Education, high school graduate rates for African American students is at its highest point in history. In 2013 to 2014 academic year, 72.5% of African American public high school students graduated within 4 years. Obama did say that he wanted to be an educational president. Now, I know that where Obama is weak at is that he did not give as much money as Trump did for the HBCU schools. All Trump did was beat Obama by a couple of more points. Okay, and we forget this too. Obama roast Donald Trump at a roast. There was some kind of gathering, and Obama said some things that Trump did not take very well. And Trump has, and I'm qualified to give a diagnosis. Trump is highly narcissistic. Okay, he also is very insecure. You can see that Nancy Pelosi is getting all in his head right now, where he's making dumb statements like, "I'm the most stable genius." If you are a genius, why do you have to say you're the most stable? That's ridiculous. So Obama got under his skin, and ever since then, he rode into office on the birther movement. He was one of the first people saying that Obama was not a citizen. He was one of the ones touting that he would do an investigation to see where his birth certificate is. He was the one saying, "Obama, show me your birth certificate." But yet, Donald Trump has not done two things. He has not shown us his birth certificate, and he has not shown us his grades in school. But yet, he demands Obama, and that's what I mean by underestimating and marginalizing. And brother, I've got more statistics, more stats here that shoots down this argument that Obama was not good for black people. Yes, he didn't do everything for us. Yes, he can be criticized. But Trump has not done more for black people than Obama has done for us, brother. Okay?
Let me do this. I feel like the fuckery today.
Okay, brother, go.
No. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something a little bit different. Because we have the same people all the time on Black YouTube and the same panels. The shit gets a little redundant. It gets a little redundant. So I opened up a part 2 tomorrow. I don't want to see the same niggas that we always have.
Because he's going to destroy Taz. That's why. Because he knows he's going to destroy him.
We are going to have the Rumble auction. That means if you are a person, this is going to be classic.
That's what that shit is.
If you want to get on the Rumble, and if you've never been, today, anybody can come on the Rumble. I'm not going to time you out, but if you want on, press 7 right now. Press 7. Outside of Taz, Nyla, Neutral Zone, because we're going to bring them on, you know. But this is what you do. Press 7. You want on, right? You new niggas. Press 7. No, I'm not going to time you out. I promise. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Don't time him out. Don't time out. 7, not me. Cool. Great one. Thank you. You want to come on? Tell you what, we're going to auction it off. Put $100 in the super chat.
They don't want to put Nyla Taz in because he's going because Information Man is going to destroy him, so and they don't want them to be destroyed. These motherfuckers is something else, man.
Go. That's what I'm saying. You can buy a spot today. There you go. I'm waiting. Whoever put, tell you what, I'll lower for you niggas. $99.99 on iPhone. So today, you see it? People started going down. So you want to press 7? There you go. $99.99 on the Rumble thing. You'll get that's fair. Otherwise, we get the same people. I don't know you, so that's what I'm saying. If you want to do that, we'll do it. Today, you got 10 minutes. If you put $100 there, $99.99, I'll bring you on the Rumble, give me an email. Because if I send you the link, you can do anything. You could take the show over. You could fuck the show up. You could do anything. That's if you've never been on before. So I'm going to get the opportunity. Otherwise, I have to bring my normal people on.
Yeah, I want to put your normal people on. I want to see Taz and Nyla and Ren go up there. That's what I want to see go up there.
Look.
So Information Man can roast them.
They want to come on and talk, right, on the Rumble. All right, we'll let. So you got 300 seconds. Let's see. Matt Blaylock, people need to quit spewing attacks without analyzing them. Where y'all at? Y'all. Where y'all at? Where y'all go? Y'all don't want to come on? Oh, you don't want to. Oh, okay. That's what I thought, motherfuckers. I'm not bringing shit.
I hear that bullshit. Bitch ass nigga.
I don't know you niggas. Come on my shit. Last time a nigga came on and got naked on my shit. That's exactly what I thought. Bring me on your show. All right, there you go. I'll tell you what to do. All right. So let's do this. Burning you. No, Burning you. You always sponsor somebody. He said I sponsor somebody. Okay, wait. Burning you said 50? Wait. Information Man. Should I do that?
Bring him on the Rumble?
Yeah, for $50. Okay, I'll do it for 60 seconds. $50. You can sponsor somebody to come on. You can do that. That's just to show you that I'm being fair today. Just only today. Only today. Otherwise, I'm going to pick who to bring on. Anyways, let's go back to RBR. So you got 60 seconds, go. $50, you can sponsor whoever you want to come on the Rumble for $50. Go. All right. RBR, anything you ever say? Yeah, nobody give y'all.
Let me just say this too, Oshay. Some of the material that I was reading from comes from the progression of African American community during the Obama administration, straight from the White House data. And I haven't even begun to go further into this data as to the things that we're talking about. I haven't even gotten to what he did to improve crime in terms of in some of these communities, the Brothers Keepers program, and some of the grants and monies that he has given to certain organizations and certain programs that many of us are not aware of. Okay, because we like the flash, we like to see what the headlines say, but there's a lot of things that he did behind the scenes that did have some benefit for us long term, maybe not, in the short term right then and there, but long term. So I just think that if people are going to have an honest debate about Obama versus Trump and who was better for black people, you need to really do your research and delve into the numbers and the programs, because as far as I'm concerned, the only thing that Donald Trump really touts is that he has improved black unemployment. And I think a lot of black people that are joining the ranks with Trump were already people that were already conservative. They might have been people that were already like independents. And of course, there is a movement right now where black people are tired of the Democratic Party because we have supported them stock, lock, and barrel, and we feel like we're not getting anything for our support over these years. So I think that's why you probably see a shift right now with that, too.
All right, and I want to add, too, I see the idiots saying that Obama didn't reduce crime. There were 532 murders in Chicago in 2007. In 2008, when Obama was elected, there was 106. It was an 80% drop of black-on-black violent crime in Chicago. Nationwide, it remained until 2012. If you look it up, murders in Chicago in 2012, when Mitt Romney got the nomination and the racist networks were saying that Romney was ahead in the polls, they had 532 murders. Yeah. Right after that, when Obama got reelected, it went right back down to 106, 80%, until Donald J. Trump, the racist, Marxist, right neo-Nazi, was elected, and the murders shot up 90%, over 900 murders, and it fell to like 837, but it was still way more than 106 what it was under Obama, and Taz won't tell you that.
Okay, I actually going to send Taz the link, so I'm going to send Taz, Nyla, and Black Male Talk the link. Thank you, Vernon and Harry Mingo. Y'all always support, man. I'm not talking about you niggas. But thanks anyway. I was trolling these other niggas. Carlton DeVille, nigga, I don't know you. You like a used car salesman, nigga. Stop begging me. Shut your motherfucking ass up, dog. Like, I hate niggas like that. Go over there and sell a Buick, nigga. Shut your ass up, nigga. I'm not gonna give you no fucking link. Go ahead. Nigga here looking like he sell used water bottle, water. Pick me, nigga. You shut your motherfucking ass up, nigga.
Let me add to this too. Obama did all of this at the same time. He, out of all the presidents we've had in office, he's had the most death threats on his life. And that's a manifestation of the racism of this country. And I'm going to get into something about that. Now, piggybacking on what RBR said, this is the statistics that I put them in the chat room. This is from the White House, from the government. Incarceration rates fell for African-American men and women. They fell during each year of Obama's administration and are at their lowest. They were at their lowest point over 2 decades, okay, since. Imprisonment rates for African-American men and women were at a lowest point since the early 1990s and late 1980s, respectively, from 2014, the latest year for which the Bureau of Justice Statistics data are available for you to look at this. Now, let me also add another point to this. There's an article that just came out, and I'm going to do a damn podcast about this. Oshay, check out my podcast, brother. It's radio style, too. It's not a YouTube.
Is it on Anchor?
Brother, I'm on all platforms. What I do is I put it in the community tab so you can still click into the link and check it out. Okay. But I'll start sending you the podcast when I produce them. I did something on brother Robert L. Smith, my frat brother, and I did something about that Uncle Ben's Carson not too long ago. But let me get into this part here. So right now, the FBI has just put out data to show that the hate groups are at an all-time high right now, particularly these Ku Klux Klan and these skinhead type groups out here. They're saying that the violence and the things that they're doing, it's heating up more and more and more, to the point that the FBI is even concerned about what's going on. And they've got an article about this that has been put out by the FBI. And the question is, the way Donald Trump speaks and the way he handles himself, the question is, does he fuel this emboldenness to these hate groups. Because if I'm not mistaken, since he's gotten in office, and this cannot be denied, a lot of these hate groups have ratcheted up, and they see Donald Trump as their representative because they finally got a white man back in the White House where they feel that they are in charge. So a lot of these groups are emboldened, and they feel that Trump speaks for them when he speaks the way he does. And this is ratcheting up. The FBI has brought those statistics out. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. When we set up here and we want to talk about what Obama did for black folks, look, politics is politics. We all get screwed by politics overall. But if you really look at the data, look at the numbers, the statistics, overall, Trump has not been so far the better president for black people. But overall,
so let's work backwards.
Overall, I'm not finished.
Make it quick.
And let me preference this. I'm not going to get into arguments today. I'm not going to get into back and forth. I don't have time for that. What I'm simply saying, don't take my word for it. Simply do your research, look up the numbers for yourself, go to the polls, go to the Bureau of Statistics, and look at the numbers by where Obama was strongest and where he was the weakest. And overall, Donald Trump right now has not been the overall better president for black people in comparison to Obama. However, Obama, because I'm fair, Obama still has a lot of deficits in the things that he did not do for black people that I personally have a problem with. There are a lot of things that he did not do for us that I feel he should have since we voted for him. And I'll leave it
information. Yeah, okay. And then information, we'll let somebody else talk. So hold on a second. This is what we're going to do. Taz, I was going to bring you on tomorrow night, but listen, we not going to, well, I got to leave Fantastic off. So I think you'd be all right if we leave Fantastic off. Okay. So this is what we're doing. All right. Sam Semantic will bring you on. All right, Taz, go. We're not going to we're going to keep this political and nice today. Thank you for all the support, brothers. And I'll bring some other people on that want to come on that's new. If you're new and you've never been on the Rumble before, I will bring you on as long as you don't get naked on my shit and I know who you are and you're trustworthy. I don't want no crazy motherfuckers on my show. Go ahead, Taz. Go. Taz, you're muted. You're muted.
You're lying, counselor.
RBR, don't get kicked off.
I was just getting myself prepared, as the GOAT, Mr. B1, Taz Exclusive, the king of content, not that fake shoes nigga that tried to steal my name, but me. It's me. I'm here. So, the real information, man. So now let's get into these last two things you laid out. You really just got on here in front of all these black folks and tried to lay out a narrative that Donald Trump is somehow making white people hate us and that they're at an all-time high? Really? Hate groups at an all-time high. I would think that an all-time high would be a time, when they were lynching motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? When black people were actually getting hung from trees, when they were going in black people's houses and dragging them out, breaking to the jail and drag black man out, burn him in the middle of the town. I don't see how right now is comparable to that. When you say an all-time high, I don't know all of what time you're talking about. Maybe all time for the 2000s. Is what you're referring to. Most definitely not American history. I didn't even know how
I didn't say that. Wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
You most definitely said that. And I will rewind that motherfucker like I did the last time. Dumbass tried to play
No. Taz. Hey, man, we're not doing that shit today, nigga. Hey, information man. I got him.
No, Oshay, I'm talking to you right now. I never said throughout history. I said currently right now. The FBI, there's an article that just came out. The FBI is touting that there is a ratcheting up of these hate groups. I never said that hate groups haven't been around for a long time. And I didn't say historically, so that's false that he said that. I said as of right now.
Okay.
And there's a notion out there that because Donald Trump operates in the way he does, that he sort of emboldens some of these groups because they see him as president, as their president, when he said certain.
You cleared it up. Information man. You've been talking for a long time, brother.
The B1 network is in the chat.
Wait a minute, both of you niggas talking about my goddamn show. Both of you niggas, man.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I don't have time for this shit.
I can't even do a fucking decent show. That's what I'm saying.
Get off my shit. Get off my shit.
I'm out of here. Out of here.
Told you niggas to stop talking. You motherfuckers don't listen to what the fuck I'm saying. You don't overtalk me on my shit. It's my fucking show. Who you niggas think you are?
Stupid, man. That's what I'm saying.
I don't give a fuck, nigga.
Dumbass
Both
nigga
of you
can't
niggas.
even.
You don't come on my shit.
Can't
I tell you
even
niggas, shut the
be
fuck up on my
civil.
show. Shut the fuck up on my goddamn show.
God damn.
Niggas
This Scorpion just
overtalking me,
fucked the
nigga.
whole shit up, man.
You don't overtalk
Why do
me
they
on
keep
my
letting
shit,
this
nigga.
clown
Neither
up
one of you
there?
motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck about who you niggas think you niggas are.
Damn. Why you keep letting this clown up
Nigga, I'm
there?
still Oshay, nigga.
Still let this clown come up there.
Niggas. You niggas come on tomorrow when you get your niggas get your shit fucking straight. Now back to you, RBR. Loud ass niggas on here every day talking about a bunch of nothing. Go ahead, dog.
All right. No, I appreciated it. I appreciate what he had to say. But no, yes, the hate crimes that have gone on since Obama's election have taken on a different tone. I think that before Obama, we saw the hate crimes, obviously. We saw the lynchings and all that. And we thought, well, white people just think that we're inferior and nobody black could be president, so they're killing us. Well, after we had the greatest president of all time, now they're killing us. So what did it prove? It proved that racism is in their DNA and that they don't really have a legitimate reason for killing black people, which is why we shouldn't be electing them to be president, which is why we shouldn't be lying or even considering that somebody who hates us and wants to kill us is better for us than a black genius who saved us. What the fuck? Shame on anybody who would even make the argument. I think BMT wants to lie. He was on the other panel talking about all he cares about is pussy and money. Maybe we can make him.
I got my Bible.
He's a Trump supporter and shit.
I got my beef pie, and I got my Catholic sword, so I'm ready for y'all.
Y'all niggas come back tomorrow. Shit, man. Every goddamn Sunday you niggas be on here yelling and shit. Man, listen, I take that shit every day on these panels. Every day to deal with this shit, man. I get tired of that shit. God damn. Every fucking day, nigga. Fuck. Every day we some panel like, man, fuck, nigga, damn, you niggas drive a nigga to drink it. All right, go ahead, BMT. It's all love. You niggas know I love y'all, but I just ain't got time for you niggas today, man. Not you niggas.
You know, honestly, this is why I'm glad I went Republican. There ain't that many niggas over there like that, you know? I mean, when you listen to crazy ass, you know, robots like RBR, I just clutch my white Bible and I deflect all his bullshit. You know, I thank God for white supremacy sometimes because dealing with niggas like RBR.
Wait, you thank God for white supremacy because of what?
White supremacy is what keeps men like RBR at bay. You know, that's the only thing that can keep them type of men away from me out of my communities, and that's how I stay safe away from them. You know, I got my bean pie and I got my Catholic sword, but I joined the Catholic Church not too long ago, so you know I'm safe. You know, so I just try to make sure I pray and I stay around my white woman now because I got rid of my black wife and got a white woman now. So
wait, when did you do that?
Huh?
Would you do that in the last 24 hours?
Yeah, I had to. After I found out when they was making these talking points, everything was just wrong. I found out the right way. Just find a white blonde hair, blue-eyed wife, you know, that from Arby's, and just be happy and just, you know, be thankful for all my stuff. You know, and I started reading the Bible and you know, and I got this sweet potato pie, but they don't sell niggas, you know, cherry pie, so they gave us sweet potato pie. It's just as good. And I'm going to be talking with Putin pretty soon, so that way we can, you know, defraud everything RBR talks to us about, you know, because he is part of the systematic oppression of black supremacy against us good blacks that are trying to live in America today.
Okay, yeah, that was real stupid. But anyway, yeah, I see somebody in the chat room lying about Obama did another bank bailout after Bush did the bank bailout. No, that's stupid. Obama doesn't sign no bailout. Congress has to approve the bailout, and then Obama would have signed it. But Bush signed it. All right? Now, what Obama did do was make sure he got the money back, plus an additional $3 trillion in interest, fines, penalties, and fees. And the reason Obama allowed Bush to bail out the banks is so that Obama can regulate them. See, when you give someone $3 trillion, right? I'm not going to say you own them, But they have to dance to your tune. Bush didn't charge them interest. Bush didn't penalize them, fine them, or give them any regulations like Dodd-Frank or redefining the loans or setting aside $75 billion so people can get their homes back and refinance their homes and all the other things that he did in the regulation of these banks and the auto industries that were bailed out. Obama did that. And they said, well, wait a minute, Obama, Bush didn't say nothing about paying the money back. Oh, what, you want to give the money back? Well, no. Okay, then, motherfucker. This is what you're going to do. And then they did it. And then idiots like Sister L said, oh, Obama did the bailout. Well, Obama signed the bailout. Well, Obama did it by himself. He wrote the check out of his personal account. Shut up. It's just stupid. It's just a lie. Everything Taz was saying is a damn lie. Everything BMT was saying is a damn lie. The people in this panel, I agree that 1% of the stupid ass niggas in this goddamn black YouTube, you're dumb. You're stupid.
Wait,
but the
RBR,
99
are you calling people stupid?
I'm telling them the truth. You can
no.
Look
I mean, you.
One.
It's probably true that they're stupid, but you coming from you though. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, coming from somebody that's not stupid. Yeah, no, I understand. That would be stupid. That's the point I'm trying to make.
RBR. I've seen you debating monkey sounds. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that stupid people think I'm stupid for calling them stupid. But anyway, what I was trying to say was that we could sit up here and think that these lies by the 1% of blacks on black YouTube is going to somehow move the needle and help Trump make America white again, but it's not. You think that you're punishing black people for being black when your dumbasses are black. It ain't going to work. They're not going to have favor on you idiots, just like they weren't going to stop killing black people when Donald Trump was elected president. All they're doing is lying to you. The shame is on you. How come? Because you niggas believe them. Let Sam Semitic, he has some lies. He wants to bring up real, his life is not cyberspace. He wants to bring her up so she can kick everybody off the channel and get the channel struck. Because I'm on it. Is that what the game is?
Wait. Let's listen to RBR. RBR. Why do you laugh at your jokes that are not funny? I just want to know, like.
Well, they're not funny to people who are uneducated and stupid.
Uneducated, like what?
Stupid, they love.
I have more education than you do. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. You could have more miseducation than I do, but it wouldn't.
I was actually kind of funny. You know, you look like an old. RBR, look, stay right there. You like an old ass deacon at Mount Zion Baptist Church that be like stealing the fries at the French fry and shit. You like one of them
that's
niggas.
Right.
Yeah. You.
What city?
Any black city where there's poverty, you seem like the motherfucker that be wrecking the church van and shit, and taking the church van to go to the gambling hall and parking the Mount Zion van by the porn store and shit. That'd be you. Yep. Well, okay, go ahead, BMT. No, not BMT. No, Sam.
Sam, let's let Sam lie.
Yeah. BMT, man, something is wrong with you, man. Shout out to brother Maurice Tankley. Let's get Trump out of office. All right, Sam. All right, Sam. Please don't come with the nigga shit. I had to get 2 niggas off my channel already today, so let's keep it real. Let's keep it cool. All right, because I rarely boot people off, but I'm in the mood today. Okay, go ahead, brother.
He might be a little dumb and not know he's muted. Sam.
RBR. He's not muted.
Oh, he's just dumb. He don't know when to talk. I think the truth might have knocked him out.
RBR, this is a sad state when somebody like you is calling somebody else dumb. You do know that that we are in Armageddon at that time, right? Edward Anderson, check your email. He must have some phone problems because he's definitely not dumb. Well,
yeah, he's stupid. Anybody that joins the Klan and calls himself conservative, trust me,
they're stupid.
That's black. They're dumb. Yeah, it's the definition. I can't think of another. Can you? Somebody black who wants to help the Nazis make America white again? That would be a dumb person. Okay? Downright stupid.
You have no flexibility in your mind, dog.
No, it's okay. 2 plus 2 is 4.
Where's your wife at? She need to come get you off of YouTube right now.
No, she's asleep. She's asleep right now. All right, so no, that's fine. We can keep the show moving till Sam wakes up or till some
RBR,
of the other.
let's do this before. Let's just talk about this RBR.
Okay.
Anybody wants to come on College Genesis? Anybody who's normally not on here, I don't feel like dealing with any of you normal niggas today on my show. I want to have a good time today, so that will cut all you regular niggas who come on my show out. College Genesis, any of you people are Oshay Linux. Oh, Methuselah. Come on, Methuselah. All right, let's do this. Sam Semitic, are you not talking still? All right, let me go back to BMT. BMT, what makes Donald Trump such a good potential? What makes Donald Trump a good president for blacks?
I can't hear him.
My bad, I put myself in. I didn't want to be rude. Pretty much he offered a 10-step plan. He did also, and honestly, I know it sounded harsh when he said, what do you have to lose? But in reality, when voting for Democrat for the amount of time that blacks have been voting for Democrat, let's be for real. A lot of their counties and states, they're not in the best representation. You got it where they rather offer more sanction to illegal immigrants than help the blacks that are more impoverished in the more downtrodden schools. Now, when we see these kind of things going on, you got to ask yourself, where's the allegiance? Because when I see the Black Caucus fighting for illegal immigrants in sanctioned states, or how I'm seeing that they're giving out talking points, talking about how
idiot off here.
I think
Damn.
when it came to Trump was offering out jobs. One of the things about it was the first phase of prison reform that actually got passed. I read up on that, and that was something that was good for black men. Now, sadly enough,
Obama. What the fuck is he talking about?
Really?
Shut up, nigga!
You shut the fuck up.
This idiot talking
God damn,
about.
are you gonna be next? Tired of your old ass too. You shut the fuck up. I'll listen to your ass for 2 hours talking about nothing, nigga. Now say something else. I'll boot your ass off my shit. Don't you say another goddamn thing. Go ahead.
So Trump passed a thing for prison reform. That was something that's pretty big for a lot of blacks, especially that a lot of cases are being looked at. In that type of sense, that means that a lot of cases where men are have been hit for like little misdemeanors and stuff like that, those cases are being brought back up and they're being looked into, as well as a lot of police it's at my tip of my tongue. Police jurisdictions are being called into question. Now, the system's not perfect, and it never was made to be perfect, but at least somebody actually threw that on the table. The next thing that we actually have to look at is for the jobs. A lot of black men are getting hired and getting put into more better jobs. But the thing about it is it takes for black men to want to go compete. Nobody can force you to take on these type of jobs. They're forcing you to actually go out there and compete. A lot of jobs, and when people talk about, well, he's pissing off China. Why? Because he's making it where more so he's putting you as American black men. He's putting you black men and black women first. For once now, y'all, I'm seeing people that are black getting more jobs, especially government jobs. I've seen them going to the postal service. I've seen them actually picking up stuff, working at the wellness center, different stuff like that. Those are jobs that are very important to communities that we do need. So when we're looking at these types of systems that black people can actually are attainable, mind you, I'm a veteran, so I get affected by a lot of these things, and to see that these things are being looked at and being looked upon and being actually addressed, that actually feels pretty good. I gotta understand, and the thing about it, I bring out to black people is, let's be for real. Donald Trump didn't get in off the votes of black people. Y'all played with Hillary Clinton and a lot of Democrats, and because you did that, you can't say, well, what are you gonna do for me? Well, nigga, you didn't vote for him. So if you didn't vote for him, if you didn't put your money into Donald J. Trump, you can't start demanding somebody do some shit for you if you didn't put it into them. You had Jesse Jackson and all those niggas going up there, hugging up and saying all that crazy dumb shit. And let's be for real. Where they at now? Like they're still hugging up on Democrats that are trying to get black police chiefs fired. They're still hugging up and shaking hands with people that don't have your best interest. But see, the thing about it is, for once, we got this white dude saying, listen, man, like, if you want a job, you can get a job. I mean, the most y'all can say is he's racist. Just because your boss is racist don't mean you got to fuck with him. You're not sleeping with your boss. You're just trying to get the fucking job. I don't give a shit that the man is racist. I give a shit about just trying to get the job. That's the thing about it. We go off of feelings, not off of logic. I mean, and the shit about it is that's what's eating up a lot of black people now, man. Now it's time to the point where it's either you out here trying to get it or you're just not trying to get it. And honestly, we gotta be for real, but gentrification is actually taking over. People are buying up the properties. And they're not so much white people buying it up. We're seeing the Latinos buying up properties. We're seeing the Arabs buying properties. Even to the Asians. They're buying up your properties. Now, you can stay in these communities and try to stay isolated if you want. But let's be for real that it's almost like now you're going to have to compete at some form. The jobs are out here. We just had a flood in the middle of the U.S. There was a big flood that happened in Indiana and down from Indiana all the way down there to the Midwest. That's a lot of farming land that needs to be redone over. Those are open jobs. I mean, we gotta ask our black brothers and sisters: are y'all trying to step into those jobs? Are y'all trying to work them? Mind you, the government does offer grants where you can take the job, you can get paid $500,000 and actually work it. You can go into the marijuana business if you wanted to, or however you want to do that. But see, the thing about it is, and then you also have a school choice. These are things that we talk about for pro-black as some of them like